North Korea's Kim Yo-jong calls South Korea government a truly willed group as key political meeting ends. So South Korea CNN Kim Yo-jong, the younger sister of North Korea leader Kim Jong-un and one of the country's the most important political figures, has criticized South Korea's idiot authorities after they called attention to the apparent military parade held in the capital Pyongyang over the weekends. Will the only holding a military parade in the capital city, not military exercises targeting anybody nor launch of anything? Why do they take trouble craning their neck to follow what's happening in the north? Kim said in the statement published by North Korea's state-run news agency KCNA. The Southerners are the truly willed groups are hard to understand. Kim's comments are published as the important week-long North Korean political event, the 8th Workers' Party Congress came to a cross. The Congress is held for North Korea's rulers to gather and reflect the successes and failures in years past and set an agenda for the near future. They are typically held every 5 years or so, but Kim's father and predecessor Kim Jong-il stopped holding them after 1980. Kim Jong-un revived the gathering in 2016. Experts had speculated that North Korea might mark the end of the Congress with a military parade, but as of Wednesday afternoon on the Korean peninsula, North Korean state media had not released any images or videos of such an event. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said on Monday, however, that it had detected signs of the military parade taking place in North Korea on Sunday night. North Korea will often release slickly produced propaganda videos of this event rather than airing them live. Kim Yo-jong appears to confirm that parade had taken place while mocking the South for wasting its time, even though this parade offered valuable clues about the notoriously secretive country's weapons system. Kim also argued that Seoul's spying was indicative of its hostile approach toward the fellow countrymen in the north. Do they really have nothing else to do but let their military body make precision tracking of the celebration in the north? He said. She said. Kim was believed to be one of her brother's most powerful and trusted confidant, but experts are unsure what to make of her status following the party congress, which saw her removed as an alternative from North Korea's powerful Politburo and demoted from the first vice department director to vice department director. Kim's apparent
His son was with
demotion
Yuan's
may
4
have
months
more
pregnant
to
cousin
do
in her two
with Kim Jong-un's focus on reshuffling the Politburo to include more economic experts, according to an analysis by North Korea researchers Martin Weiser, published in NK News, the outlet dedicated to monitoring the country. Others experts have speculated that she may still be taking heat for her handling of the inter-Korean relationship last summer when she directed North Korea's armed forces to blow up an $8 billion joint relation office in the city of Kaesong to express Pyongyang's displeasure with Seoul. Kim was photographed attending Congress meeting, meaning it's unlikely she has been purged. North Korea state media aired peculiar footage with her wearing what appears to be heels and a skirt in the frigid weather. However, she was seen walking off to the side, not in the row alongside other officials and her brothers, as she is often seen doing. All of this points to the possibility that Kim's title change will have little impact on what she does day to day. Jong Song Chang, a fellow at the Wilson Center's Asia program and a senior research fellow at the Sejong Institute, said that while Kim was effectively demoted, her statement shows that she is still handling and controlling issues regarding South Korea. Tae Young-ho, a former North Korean diplomat who deflected and then became lawmaker in the South, said that he does not take much stock in the mysteries surrounding Kim Yo-jong's official role. Access to Kim Jong-un is a more important indicator of power status in North Korea, Tae said. North Korea's economic focus. The main focus of Party Congress, which began last week, was improving North Korea's economy. North Korea's decision to completely close to its borders to prevent COVID-19 sanctions and a series of natural disasters last year severely impacted the economy and the livelihood of average North Koreans, something Kim Jong-un committed to improving since his first days as North Korea's leader. However, Kim admitted in August that the 5 year plan North Korea put in place in 2016 to improve the economy has failed. 2 months later, he tearfully thanked North Koreans for how they bravely overcame severe hardship in trials in 2020. This was a Congress focused on the failure of the last 5 years of economic development and how to mean from that and get it right in the next 5 years, says John Drury, professor at Yonsei University's Graduate School of International Relations. However, North Korea did not make public any specific plans on how the country will improve its economy in the medium term. The speeches and statements published include the typical refrains on socialism and self-reliance, but nothing that would ameliorate the structural issues of the country's extremely inefficient command economy. Experts who studied North Korea's economy were concerned that Kim may have hinted at a crackdown on the limited marketization inside the country, which has been key for growth. Ramon Pacheco Pardo, the KFVUB Korea chair holder at the Institute for European Studies, said it
Two-year-old
makes
daughter.
sense for
They were
North
on
Korea
holiday
to rein
before
in free trade in order to allow for greater control of the population, but cautioned that the regime cannot really roll back over 20 years of marketization of the economy. North Korea's nuclear plans. Kim Jong-un's economic agenda may have appeared woefully short on specific, but his plans for upgrading and improving North Korea's conventional and nuclear weapons are anything but. The North Korea leader announced midway through the Congress that Pyongyang was developing several new systems, including a nuclear-powered submarine, tactical nuclear weapons, and advanced reentry vehicles designed to penetrate and trick missiles defense systems. While these projects are at the various stages of development, experts are particularly concerned about new reentry vehicles, advanced warhead, and tactical nuclear weapons, which are less destructive and used at a shorter range, so they can be used in battle, unlike the more powerful so-called strategic nuclear weapons, which are often employed to deter enemies. Pyongyang would likely need to res- resume weapons testing in order to field new warhead or low-yield nuclear weapons, and such tests would immediately draw the ire of the international community. Advanced reentry vehicles which deliver nuclear bombs to their targets would degrade the efficacy of U.S. missile defense systems. The low-yield nuclear bombs so worry researchers because they are more palatable to use the first strike option. Those are those are capabilities that are more likely to be used in a limited conflict for coercive purchase to purposes to cover offensive objects, said Adam Mount, a senior fellow director of the Defense Posture Project at the Federation of American Scientists. It's now up to the incoming Biden administration in the United States to prevent North Korea from developing and fielding their weapons, which Pyongyang is prohibited from doing by United Nations Security Council resolutions. However, prospects for renewed negotiations appear dim at the moment. Despite Kim's three in-person meetings with U.S. President Donald Trump, he said he still views the U.S. as North Korea's biggest enemy. North Koreans, Kim said, must do everything we can do strengthen our nuclear weapons deterrent and develop the strongest military
Before
capability
takeoff at the
in order
airport,
to
the
stay
family filmed
strong
this farewell video.
in the face of Washington's so-called hostile policy. Mount and other experts believe that though the U.S. should retain its ultimate goal of ridding North Korea of nuclear weapons, Washington needs to focus on more realistic achievement in shortstop. It is abundantly clear that North Korea will be a nuclear nation and a nuclear armed state for the foreseeable future, Mount said. The bigger problem are these new systems that could pose the major stability risk.